Hi, Mrs. Hensley's friends. We are going to read Everyday Forces. And this story is written and illustrated by David Byrne. Everyday Forces. What is a force? There are many different types of force. Forces can make things move. Forces can make things stop. Forces are all around us. We can make forces with our bodies. What is pushing? The boy pushes the wheelchair with his hands. Why? Pushing is a force. We push things when we want to move them forward. The wheelchair moves forward. More force is needed to push something up a slope. So right here, the wheelchair is moving forward. But in order to move it up the slope here, more force is needed to push it up that slope. So it takes more energy to push it up a slope, and it goes a little bit slower than what it is if you're moving it just forward. Okay? Let's go to the next page. What is pulling? The girl pulls the toy caterpillar. The caterpillar is moving towards the girl because she is pulling it towards her. Okay? Why? Pulling is a force. We pull things when we want to move them toward us. So she is pulling it toward her. Okay? What makes things fall? The girl lets go of the ball. The ball falls to the ground. Why? There is force that cannot be seen. It pulls the ball down. It is called gravity. So gravity, she's holding the ball, and then she drops it, and gravity is pulling that ball down to the ground. What makes things stop? The boy kicks the ball. The ball rolls along the ground. It slows down and stops. Why? The ball rubs against the grass as it rolls. This slows the ball down. The force of one thing rubbing against another thing is called friction. So the grass is rubbing up against the ball, and it makes the ball stop. Okay? Why do we slide? The girl sits on the slide, and she's holding on tight right here. Okay? She's holding on tight. Okay? She lets go. She goes down the slide. Okay? She's going down the slide. The girl slides down to the bottom. Why? Because gravity pulls her down to the bottom, just like when the little girl dropped the ball. The gravity was pulling that ball down to the ground. The gravity is pulling them down, pulling this little girl down as she's going down the slide. Okay? So it's caused by gravity. What moves a seesaw? The boy is sitting on the seesaw right here. It tips down to the ground. Okay? It's tipping down to the ground. There's nobody on this side of the seesaw yet. Okay? So the boy tips it to the ground. The girl pushes the seesaw down. Okay, right here, she's pushing the seesaw down. The boy, as she's pushing it down, it's lifting him up. Okay? The girl stops pushing. The boy tips down again. Why? Because there's nobody on the other end of the seesaw. So the gravity is pulling him down. Okay? What moves a merry-go-round? The girl is sitting on the merry-go-round. She's holding on tight. The boy is pushing the merry-go-round. It spins fast. Okay, he's pushing it and it's spinning fast. The boy stops pushing. The merry-go-round slows down and stops. Why? Because friction is making the merry-go-round slow down and stop. Okay? It's making it stop. Name the forces. Can you name the forces? Match the words push, pull, gravity, and friction to the pictures. You see this yo-yo? It's going down. What is making that go down? It would be gravity. Gravity is making that yo-yo go down, just like the ball, or when you go down a slide. Okay, gravity is making it be pushed down. Number 2, a sled. Okay, what is this little boy or little girl doing with the sled? They have a hold on it. What are they doing? They are pulling. Okay, so they're pulling the sled. Okay, pulling the sled. Okay, number 3, he's going on his scooter, his little scooter bike thing. Okay, and he's going, but he stops. What makes him stop? Friction. Okay, remember friction is what goes against, whoops, Mrs. Hensley, that is sloppy. Friction is what makes him stop. Okay, it's going against the ground. The ground is making him stop. Okay, so that's friction. Number 4. Little girl is sliding down the slide. What is pulling her down? Gravity, just like that ball. Okay, gravity is pulling her down. Okay, what about him? What is he doing? He is pushing that. He is pushing it to make it go, isn't he? Okay, so that is the end of our everyday forces. The main thing is I want you to know what pushing and pulling is. You don't have to know what gravity and friction is, but that just helps you understand a little bit more about how a ball is pushed down to the ground, what makes that ball go down to the ground, or what makes us, when we're on a slide, what makes us go down. Okay, that's gravity that makes us go down. Okay, what if a slide were straight across like this? Would we be able to go down, or is it easier to make us go down like this? Gravity is pushing us down here. Is gravity going to push us down here? No. Okay, so gravity is what helps us be pushed down when we're going down a slide, or this little girl going down the water slide. Okay, so the main thing though is push and pull. Okay, and let me go out of this and show you what you're going to do next. Once you finish watching the video, you're going to go into here, okay? And this is push and pull. Some of these things you might be able to push and pull, okay? So like right here, let's look at some of these pictures. This one right here. She looks like she's taking her dog on a walk. You could push. Is she pulling or is she pushing her dog? Okay, she is Well, actually, the dogs sometimes do what? Sometimes the dogs pull us, don't they? Yes. Okay, but she's holding on to that dog. And is she pushing the dog or is she pulling the dog? Pulling the dog, right? Okay, what about somebody who is in a baby? Is the baby being pushed in the stroller or is the baby being pulled? Think about that. Okay, a lawnmower. A lawnmower can do both, can't it? So Mrs. Hensley will let you decide. You can push a lawnmower, but you can also pull a lawnmower, right? Depends on which direction. If you're moving it away from you, you're pushing. But if you're moving it towards you, you're pulling it, aren't you? This one is a flower. Looks like it could be, I think it's a flower. Let me look. Looks like a flower to me. No, it's a bird. And what is that bird doing with that worm? Is that bird pushing or is that bird pulling? Okay, if you're having a hard time with one of the pictures, it helps for Mrs. Hensley to make it a little bit bigger so I can see it better. Okay, that's what Mrs. Hensley had to do with some of these pictures because like, I'm not sure what that is. So I had to make it a little bit bigger. And he is doing something with a door. Is he pushing or is he pulling that door? Okay. This one here, doing something with a button. Looks like maybe a button on a wall. Let me look. Let's see here. Button on a wall. Look, would you be pushing or pulling that? It says press. Think about that. Would you be pushing or pulling that? This one, a little girl has fallen on the floor, on the ground, and either a lady or another girl is doing something. Is she pushing her or pulling her? This one Mrs. Henley had to look at closely. He's got a box up on a shelf, and he's having to either push that or pull that down from the shelf. What do you think he is doing? I had to definitely look at that one. Okay, and then this one, doing something with a zipper. Is he pulling the zipper or pushing the zipper? And this one is the little girl pulling or pushing someone on a swing? Okay, so that helps you with the pictures to help you understand. You're going to move it. Okay, you're going to move your picture to the push or to the pull box. Okay, you guys have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I can't wait to see whether you think you are pushing or pulling these objects. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Mrs. Hensley's friends.